Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. This is Xavier with Luxury Homes Johannesburg. This afternoon, once again, we are in Ebotse Lifestyle Estate with Francois from Francois Marais Architects, one of the leading architecture firms in South Africa. We are about to tour this contemporary family home behind us. Before we get started, quick stats on the house. 4 beds, 3.5 baths, 3 garages, and lots of more. Anyway, Francois, the word is yours, please.
Thank you very much, Xavier. This is one of the more unique residences that we've designed for a number of reasons. This particular residence was designed in designing the residence very energy efficient, and we've used some technologies and techniques on this particular residence which we have not used on all of the residences that we've done. And starting at the entrance of this residence, you can see a beautiful 1.5 volume entrance hall. The nice thing about not doing a full double volume entrance hall is that the entrance still stays protected when the elements are not good, when the weather is not great. And as you enter, you can see there's a beautiful view looking through the residence. And something which was of particular importance to the client was just the privacy as one enters the residence, so that one could maintain privacy in the residence. And for that reason, we've designed a semi-solid door where the door has got some glass slats in it, and also some wood paneling. So it gives it quite a nice masculine feel, but one can also get views through it if one needed to see who's actually at the entrance and not. As one steps into the entrance hall, beautiful double volume with views right through the residence. The entire residence is designed so that one has views from all the various areas directly onto the dam. And as you can see, the residence opened up very beautifully from the double volume entrance here. As you are standing here, you can see the staircase that leads up to the top. And to the left and to the right of this particular staircase, we have designed atrium. And the function of the atrium is twofold. First of all, it lets a lot of light into the residence. And second of all, looking at the energy efficiency and how we control ventilation through the residence, we are actually using the atrium also in order to heat up the residence during the winter, and we're using it in order to cool down the residence during the summer. What we've done as you enter, we've done atrium on both sides of the entrance hall, and this one is not a fully confined atrium. It actually links to some of the spaces inside the residence, where from the dining room it links into here, and it provides us with a nice airflow through the residence from the patio side, which we will see in the next few moments. So as we enter the residence, you can see the residence is very nice and open plan. The kitchen is open plan towards your family room, which has got a breakfast counter situated in your kitchen as well. And then between the kitchen and your dining area, we've done a centralized fireplace so that it can heat up the areas in the residence. So very open style design, where what we've actually done is we've integrated the design of the patio into the residence in order to give it a better spatial flow, and also to assist us that when the elements are bad, you can close up the doors and you can have this entire space as one large entertainment area, which functions very well, just with a step difference between the two, just to demarcate the various zones within the residence. From the dining room area, this is where you can see the views onto the atrium. So it's got stacking doors that open up beautifully onto the garden areas here. And this helps with airflow through the residence in order to stabilize the temperature during the summer, and in closing it up during the winter, the heat that is generated through this stacking doors and through the patio then assist in heating up the residence. As one moves through the residence, you can see the open style planning for the kitchen. The kitchen is very nice and spacious, with flows through to your scullery and laundry area. and also access from directly from the garages in the back of the residence. So just moving through this area where we've got our effectively our internalized covered patio. It's furnished exactly as we would do usually with a covered patio, with your patio set effectively on the outside. We've got our integrated fridge, we've got a braai area here, and with the entertainment area, which is now so close to the kitchen, it functions very nicely when one entertains from this area, with beautiful stacking doors that open up this entire area to the outside. So effectively, once again, looking at how one breaks down the boundaries between inside and outside, and once again you can see the seamless flow from inside to outside here. We've used composite decking around the swimming pool for maintenance purposes, and it is also very good for heat on the patio just when you are at the swimming pool. So here one can see just the outside entertainment area and the views towards the dam. The entire residence has been designed to focus and look out towards the dam. So all of the windows and prominent spaces have views out towards the dam. We have got a western face on this side, so the sunlight is quite low on this side. So we've got certain devices that we've employed in order to just control some of the light from inside to outside. Moving back towards the inside of the residence, so moving towards the kitchen area, we've got a design with a centralized island with all of your facilities around this centralized island. And one thing that was important for us is just the flow of air, and the way that we've managed it here is that the kitchen actually opens up towards the atrium, which is a very nice feature, because with the kitchen being centralized, it effectively doesn't have any direct windows to the outside, but with this atrium here, it actually manages to ventilate the kitchen completely, and it creates a very tranquil atmosphere. And as you can see, the atrium is completely open towards the upstairs. And the window that you see in front of you now, that is actually the access passage that links the kitchen with your garage. So from our kitchen, we've got your scullery and laundry area, which is directly in front of us, and the two spaces integrate very nicely with access from your scullery directly out towards the outside, and then also that links directly with your garage. So this particular residence, I was telling you about what we had done from an energy efficiency point of view. So in this particular residence, we have accommodated a feature which is called a trump wall. So a trump wall is effectively a 500 millimeter thick wall which is built on the northern side of the residence. And what actually happens is that during the summer, the sun heats up this particular wall, and it then stops the heat from coming into the wall because of the thickness of the wall. So if you look at this here, you can actually see the depth of the window reveal here. So because it's on the northern side, you can see this deep reveal that actually limits the amount of direct sunlight that we get in during the summer. But because the sun angle is lower during the winter, we have got a better sun penetration into this. And then the sun during the winter or during the day will heat up this 460 millimeter thick wall, and then it takes approximately 8 hours for the heat from the wall that has been absorbed to be re-radiated out of the house, which means that during the night time it then radiates the heat into the house, and during the night it then loses all of its heat. It gathers cold into the wall, and during the day it then radiates the cold back into the house, which means that it completely regularizes the temperatures within the house. So we've done all of the latest technologies with the glass. We've got low E glass, and we've got also the double glazing glass. A telltale sign of the double glazing is the little silver strip in the windows, as you may know. And obviously low E glass on most of the windows, just to protect our exposure into the sun. So as we come up to the entrance lobby, just off to the left here, we've got a guest room and a bathroom, so a nice centralized bathroom being usable for both your guests and also directly from the guest room with the shower that we've integrated in this. So as you enter into here, you can also see the thick wall that we've introduced on the northern side, and in this particular case we've converted that into an area where you can actually sit in the sun during that, because it is on the northern side. And then a feature that we've used throughout the house obviously are these narrow slotted windows, and you can see it sits directly just below the slab there, so it limits the amount of light that comes in there, but it creates a beautiful feature in the bedroom. Then from here, moving to the upstairs. So beautiful double volume. As you enter, this effectively acts as our circulation area through the house. And this area that I'm standing in here are the only passage space that is actually designed in this residence. So you can see it's very limited. The spatial flow in the residence has been very carefully considered, and the bridge that goes across to this side here actually acts as a feature, and one can look down into the double volume here. So it actually creates a feeling of space. And with the double volume atriums that we've designed on either side, you can see how the light penetrates in here and how beautiful the features are. So when you walk across this area here, it feels like a bridge that you are crossing. This is our study area here, and you can see how beautifully it flows towards the outside. We've introduced high-level windows here, so these clerestory windows introduce light into the space, and one can control the light in the other windows with blinds, etc. So it always remains a nice and light and bright space in here when one is working in the space, and very little need for any artificial light, particularly in a study space. Moving towards the bedrooms. We have designed the bedrooms. We've tried to economize on the amount of bathrooms that we use here, as the kids are out of the house, so they don't need as many bathrooms, as people are not living in these bedrooms every day. And the way we've done it is by creating a centralized bathroom with 2 doors leading into each of the rooms, and I'll show you just how we've achieved it. And once again, you can see the high-level windows, beautiful views as you can get out here. As you're living in an estate, at least you're getting a view, above the level of the roof of the various residences adjoining to you. And then coming into the main bathroom that for these 2 bedrooms, you can see we've designed a picture window here with views out onto the dam. Another feature in this space, particularly in the bathroom as well, we've done the sloped ceiling as we did in the study, and with the high-level lighting and windows in here, as it's always nice to have a light and bright bathroom. So, because of the view that we've got towards the dam here, all of the bedrooms have been placed in such a way to have views looking out towards the outside and onto the dam. And as a result, our face on this side is almost all glass, leading to the outside. So as we lead back towards the entrance hall, you can see the beautiful views that one gets again from this perspective. And because the energy efficiency in this residence was so important, so the residence is actually completely off the grid. It's also got a water backup system, and it also has an air conditioning system. So you can see the air conditioning system with the various zones. Currently the air conditioning system is off, and you can see the temperature in all of the areas is a constant 19 degrees, which is a very nice temperature, considering that we've got quite a hot day during the summer now. So your temperature difference, because the house, with the technologies that we've used with the glass and with the wall and with the insulation, the temperature in the house is a very consistent temperature throughout summer and winter, and it takes very little influence from your air conditioning system in order to either pick it up or drop the temperature down as you prefer. And this being our main bedroom. Once again, beautiful views to the outside, with a lovely sized patio that we've created on the outside here, so that from the main bedroom one could keep the doors open if you like. And we've also introduced a covered patio here, first of all to control the amount of sunlight that comes in here, and also to give you protection here in the case that you may want to sit on this balcony on the outside here. Moving from the bedroom towards our dressing room and bathroom, we have changed the dressing room and bathroom up just by a step between the two. It just demarcates the two various areas, with our dressing room which we have situated at the end here. And you can see quite a nice spacious dressing room with high level windows, so that we can still get a nice amount of light into this particular area here, with also doors that open from here outside to a serviceable balcony, which we have some of our technologies for the aircon, etc., on the balcony, so that it remains easily accessible and serviceable. Moving towards the bathroom, the way that we did the bathroom design, we've introduced it as an open plan type of configuration, but the way the walls are introduced, the bathroom still remains very private and separate. We've got a beautiful bath which is situated right in our picture window. As everything is designed around the view in this residence, you can have a beautiful bath in that window, and we have introduced blinds and curtains in the event that one wants to control the privacy in the room. Once again in here, high level windows, lots of light in this area, and you can see even with the darker tiles that you've used here, it is really nice and bright in here. Nice big double shower with the seat, and then we have a separate toilet that is accessible through the glass door that we've done in this particular area. So very nice, large, open plan, but very nicely integrated with the bedroom, keeping privacy, but still allowing for the integration of space. I'm going to take you down to the outside now. I think there's some things that I would like to address on the outside of the residence. So once again, just you can see the volumes of the two windows on both of our sides, featuring the atriums, which is obviously for our light and ventilation and everything, as I explained a bit earlier today. So one thing which was very important for us in coming into the residence, obviously having the views open towards the dam, as you can see it featuring very nicely here. So one thing that was important is the view from the family room towards the dam. So what was important is that we designed the windows in such a way that we can still maintain the view of the dam, but it becomes functional, where we can have our television and things in there, and we can control the light in here as the sun sets with our blinds that we've integrated in here. So you get this floating feel of your television and your equipment in the center, and obviously light all the way around that. So because entertaining towards the outside is so important, we created a small patio on the left here where one can service very easily from the kitchen. It integrates with your living area, and because it is slightly further away from the front, it's not as exposed to the wind, etc. So here it becomes a very nice cool area that one can entertain, be away from the wind and sun, and one can still have views of the dam so that you can feature this part of the residence. So this obviously is the very special part of living on the estate, is being part of the green belt and having the residents look over this green belt. And from this angle you can see just how the residence has been designed to open up onto this area, with all of the windows facing out towards the view, and still with the overhangs and the cantilevers, that you've got, we are protecting it from the sun, but still maintaining the views on the outside. And there you can see the small clerestory windows that you have in the bathroom, with obviously the windows that play off behind it. So on the roof, as I explained earlier, the residence is off the grid, so we've got solar panels that are completely hidden, you cannot see them. We've got our integrated water system, so with a water backup system that saves 500 liters of water, which effectively can supply you with water for approximately 3 days. And all the technologies and techniques that we've used in this residence, which really creates a very balanced residence in temperature in the day, and it being off the grid, I would say it's one of our nicest residences and accomplished residences as far as energy efficiency and design has been achieved.
Francois, thank you so much. This is a stunning home. Like you said, I forgot to mention this in the introduction, that this is an actually completely off-grid unit, or resident rather. Truly stunning, contemporary, love it. Very indoor, outdoor, typical your style with the atriums as well. Guys, I hope you enjoyed as much as we did giving you the tour. And as always, if you have any questions, make sure to reach out to Francois. His details are below this email, video rather. And yeah, or just direct message us. Have an awesome afternoon.